Hello everybody, welcome back. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Coffee with Senpai. I'm your host, Nazzle Senpai, and we're going to pretend the first couple minutes didn't happen. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's perfectly fine. I had a connection issue, so we're back. We're back again. Okay. So for you guys wondering why this is late, well, we decided to do some early Halloween decorations, and this is from the window upstairs. We have a 12-foot inflatable T-Rex skeleton in our front yard. I love this thing so much. My wife and I, we just love dinosaurs, and so we spent a few minutes setting this big boy up. Big boy with an eye, because we don't know. It's a skeleton. Oh, man. I'll get some more pictures and post them on Twitter later. But that's what I was doing this morning. So yeah, good afternoon, everybody. In this episode, we're going to be talking about card reveals from Client Selection Volume 3 and 4, mainly the reprint cards. Kind of go through them, figure out whether they were good reprints or meh, or where the hell is this particular card. You know, let's judge this, and then maybe there's a reason why certain cards are here or certain cards aren't here, and then kind of speculate what we can get in Volume 5 and 6. So without further ado, I guess let's get started. So the first card I want to talk about is a Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Now this card is pretty cool. The fact that we have something from the anime get turned into a card, something as iconic as Kaiba's... Wait. It's his jet. I wanted to show this card off just because it's so funny. Like, I don't even play the game as much as I used to, but I kind of want to pick this up just for the sheer fact that it's the damn jet. I think that is hilarious. It's the jet. In the before time, I was actually reading the card's effect, but you guys can just read it on straight or pause right here if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on stream, well, I mean, there it is. You can go look it up. Good old coffee. Nectar of the gods. Alright, we're done with this? Alright, we're done with this. Alright, so now we're going to talk about Client Collection Volume... we're going to go in order from Volume 3 to Volume 4. So first up, we have Royal Paladin, OTT, and Genesis. Now... Okay, so we see the Crit Sentinels have been reprinted, so that's going to apply to all the clans. That's handy, I guess. I still think the VRs would have been better, but there's that time limit protection deal on them, so you know, that's whatever. But Crit Sentinels, I guess, can be handy. Some of them were starting to go up, like the OTT one for some reason was up there. It's cool to see Richard again. I mean, it's cool. Liverot's definitely a great card to have. Absolutely. The new guy, you know, I should probably open a tab and, you know, actually read what these cards are, you know. Let's see. But kind of just judging from here, it looks alright. It looks very generic. And I think that's such a good thing about these particular sets, is that it is generic. They're meant to help other decks, like all of them, or at least as many as possible. So we're gonna go Client Collection Volume 3. Knight of Chivalry Rabble. Okay, this guy's pretty cool. So we're talking about the top card, So front row rear guard. All of your back row rear guards cannot be retired by your opponent's card effects. All right, that's cool. So that could be really handy in Saint Guard. Sanctuary Guard can absolutely use this to protect their grade 1s. When the card is placed on rear guard during your main phase, counterblast 1 and put a non-grade 2 rear guard on the bottom of your deck. Draw 2 cards, choose a card from your hand, and call it to rear guard. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. I think there's a lot of synergy with it and just a bunch of other play styles. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to read every card, but just the ones that I'm not completely familiar with. It's a cool card. I like it. I think it would work best in Sanctuary Guard, but I can imagine an Alt-Mile player, Alt-Mile using it, or MLB for some reason. Let's see. Wisteria is really good. I miss my witch deck. Kind of want to put it back together. Gleipnir. Okay, so like OTZs is good. It's mostly just witch support, which is perfectly fine. Is it going to be good? Maybe. But I'm looking forward to it. Genesis, again, it's very generic. The fact that we have Gleipnir being a reprint is really cool. It's nice to see these fairly recent triple rares get reprinted, like Adlavale and Set 2. So that's really nice. Sorry, my allergies are acting up a little bit. Okay, well now, so I like this. Again, these are very generic. It's not quite for one specific build, except Witches. Witches is obviously for its own build. But beyond that, I mean, it's pretty good. I like it. Next we have from the left, Kadaro, Murakumo, and Narukami. We're getting Dundary in this set, aren't we? That's right. So the Narukami stuff is kind of odd because because Jaddy Shot's there. That's, I mean, is Jaddy Shot generic? Because I know it works with Vanquisher. Jeez, here I am thinking that I know these cards, but let's see. I think Jaddy Shot is generic. Yeah, oh, okay, so no, it does support Vanquisher, but it can be generic. It is support, but it can be generic. Okay, that's cool. So again, the Crit Sentinels. Kadaro kinda, like, what in Kadaro needs a reprint? Didn't the Blade Master cards get reprinted fairly recently? Let's see. Wyvern Strike. Doha V-Series. Did Doha get a... I'm willing to bet it got a... No, it didn't. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. But I guess the Kadaro stuff's very generic. Which is fine because, I mean, this is... Oh, man, what are... we're getting 3 grade 3s for Kadaro, if I remember correctly. Lawkeeper... Dauntless Reverse, and oh man, what was the other one? I don't remember. What was the other one? I kind of feel bad that I'm forgetting all this stuff at the top of my head. Lawkeeper. Oh, Blazing Flare. Excuse me, Blazing Flare Dragon. Excuse me, Blazing Flare players. Pardon me. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. That's pretty cool. Miyamaru getting a reprint's fine. Mira Fox getting a reprint's really handy. I really don't have much to say about Murakumo, to be completely honest. I'm just like, look, if it's good for sheer UT, that's fine. But beyond that, I'm kind of like, whatever. Narukami stuff, it just feels like Vanquisher support, but Who knows? That could be a sign. Next, Dimension Police, Spite Bros, and Pale Moon. The Silverthorn the Clan. There we go. Yeah, DP has definitely got some good reprints. The Die Dragons are nice. Die Brave, getting another reprint is very, very handy. The new Grade 2 guy is pretty cool. Spike Bros, you know, I don't know how I feel about the Spike Bros. I mean, these are kind of cards that aren't used, but it's really cool to see them in a triple rare foiling, I guess. Maybe they'll be handy in future builds. I don't know. And then Silverthorn stuff. Okay, this is actually really, really cool. We're getting the Grade 4 promo, which is pretty nice. I don't know if it'll be used, but it's nice to have. Dorian triple rare is going to be really, really cool. And the other one, it's a good resource, I think, but I imagine it will work really well with reverse. So now we're on to Bermuda, Aquaforce, and Megatony. So immediately, where's Pursuit Assault? Where is it? Where is it? But Title Assault, I understand. I get it. Like, that's something that hasn't been reprinted yet. It's stupidly expensive, although not many players use it, but I guess it's just up there because it hasn't had a reprint. So that makes sense. And the other two cards are Maelstrom support, so that's understandable. That's understandable. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Sorry for that. So Bermuda Triangle. I don't know, we're talking about Aquaforce. I kind of feel like there's a reason why we didn't get Pursuit Assault this time around, because they want to emphasize Maelstrom. Although Pursuit Assault is probably the most generic card out there, I feel like it's going to support whatever kind of support's going to come out for set 5 or 6. So that's my logic behind it. I don't like it, but, you know, we'll get it eventually. Hopefully. Hopefully. Bermuda Triangle. It's good. Ellie getting a reprint is really nice. It seems like no matter where Ellie is, she ends up being really, really good. The Grade 2, I believe, isn't that the new shop promo too? I could swear. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. This is the new shop promo card. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No, the shop promo is a grade 2. Not much. We're just talking about Bermuda Triangle and how I didn't study before this. Okay, at the end of the battle, at attacked or boosted cost, put a grade 3 or greater from your drop zone to the bottom of your deck. Put this card in your soul drop. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. That's really good. I don't know if I'd be able to fit it in Coral, but this could definitely fit in a bunch of other decks, for sure. Mega Colony is just Mega Colony. There's not much to really talk about there. Sorry. Sorry, Giraffa. There's not really a lot to talk about. Most of the reprints are kind of meh. Yeah. From what I'm seeing, for sure. But I think there's a reason for it. You know, I think there's a reason why they chose the cards they chose this time around, because next time they're going to give us the good stuff. Like, there are some clans that got really, really good support, and there are clans that got really meh support. But once we get their other... Yes. Also Pursuit Assault. I feel like we're going to get it in the next set because they wanted to emphasize more on Maelstrom. Because, you know, Maelstrom Reverse. So it's very possible that we'll get Pursuit Assault in the next one, assuming the next one's going to be generic, which I think it will, because what other archetypes are there in Aquaforce that they could really expand on? I mean, we already have Valios, we already have Tetradrive, we already have Maelstrom, we have Thavas Salambros. Blue Wing is probably the only other thing that comes to my mind. Right? Right. So, assuming the... it could be Transcore. But even then, I think it'll still be very generic. And the volume seems a bit low. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Bump it up. Okay, how's that? Does that sound good? Does this sound good? Okay, better? Cool. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, next we'll go on to Volume 4. So for Volume 4... So we've got Angel Feather, Shadow Paladin, and Gold Paladin. So I'm just going to say right off the bat, I like the Gold Paladin reprint. I'm just like... There's no Blonde Ezel. So for... Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I feel so... I'm going to say triggered by this. I feel odd about this because it's like, you're giving us stuff that supports Ezel and Soul. Yet you're not giving us the main card we need to have in the Soul. So it's kind of like, you know, if you already have your Blonde Ezels, perfect. But if you don't, well, good luck finding them? I don't know how easy they are to find in Japan, so I don't know. I mean, I'm happy about this. I'm happy. I actually need more Sagramore reprints, so there's a cheat code. Oh boy. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Shadow Paladin, I'm very happy about the Abyss Owl. Very. You can play Platina. That's true. That is true. But the idea is, since it's Wonder Ezel and Huel, the deck wants to Superior Ride, clearly. But if you're not giving us the card to Superior Ride into, you know, it's going to be hard for new players to really get into it. And I think that's my major malfunction. I mean, it's true, yeah, you can just play Platina, but I mean, like, they're giving us the Superior Ride engine, but they're not giving us the final piece. And I think that's where I have the issue with. So, this is really good for players who already have it, but if new players wanted it, I don't know if that would be handy. But, I mean, on the other hand, too, they are very generic, so... But again, I'm happy about the Sagramore reprint. That's really cool. Abyss Owl for Shadows is really cool. The other two, we didn't need them, but they're nice and generic enough. And I feel like the other grade one, not the fall dive, but the other grade one, I think that's a hint. Aren't they still doing no VR? Yeah, they're still on that VR train. And yes, we did miss spikes. I don't have enough experience with spikes to tell whether those reprints were good. So yeah, because like, okay, I think I understand the reason for it. I get it. It will make V Premium the better format than Premium. I think my biggest issue with it is if you don't already have it, it's gonna suck for you. An easy gunburst release is all I need. Okay, cool. I don't know what gunburst is, but sure. For Angel Feather, we got a promo. That one I'm not familiar with. Staffield getting a triple R reprint is really nice. Oh, it was a shop promo. Oh, alright. Well then, hell yeah, Batman. Let's see. For Angel Feather, it is Shake Patch Angel. Let's see. Oh, she's a promo too. Okay. Continuous on Vanguard Radar. During your turn, this unit gets plus 3,000 power for each card in your damage zone. Okay. Auto when rode upon, put this card in your damage zone face down. Call a card from your damage to rear guard. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. That's a pretty cool reprint. The other grade 3 is just kind of meh. It's alright though. I mean, it'll be a nice triple rare, I guess. Next, we'll go on to Nubatama, Tachis, and Nova Grappler. So the Novas look very generic, and I think that's a good thing. They have the equip gauge, I think, mechanic. So, and I guess the Raptor Colonels, the military Raptors, are supposed to emphasize on that as well as retiring. So it's a good fit. Nubatama, it's really weird. I mean, we're getting that one promo, so that's really cool. And Madatsu Gale is a nice reprint too. It just seems odd, but it's cool. I dig it. I dig it. And then Beast Deity stuff. So we are getting the two up top. Those are Eclair Dragon, Black Tortoise, and oh yeah, Swordbrand Gladiator. Heck yeah. Swordbrand Gladiator is another promo card that's supposedly in English, but hasn't come out yet. So auto on Vanguard, when this unit attack hits, draw a card. Nice. Auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard, if your hand has 3 or less cards, cost Soul Blast 1, draw a card. Then, if you have less than 2 rear guards, draw a card. So if you're playing with an empty field, if you have a low hand and low rear guards, you get to draw 2 cards for Soul Blast 1. Nice. Love it. This could... I like this card. I think this could go well in Victor. I think it could go well in just about any build. Probably. I don't know. I just like it. Overall, I think it's fine. The BCD support is obviously really, really nice. Let me see what Eclair is. Let's see. When placed during your main phase, if you have a grade 3 beast eating its name, counterblast 1, and discard a card from hand, this creates 3,000 until the end of the turn, and it attacks your Vanguard. Oh, this is one of the main guys. Okay, I might need to pick those up. But those are good. Those are good. Meanwhile, I'm here in my corner still waiting for Claire promo. I know. So, as I was saying for the grade 1 Shadow Paladin card, I think that's a hint to the promo next time. I think we will get it in the next one. I believe so. I'm like 90% sure. Okay. Overall, I think this is really good. I'm really excited for the Nova Grappler stuff. Next, we'll move on to Link Joker, Dark Irregular, and Deer Chronicle. So for Link Joker, it's really cool to see the cat. I kind of want to get it just because it's a cat. That's on Rear Guard. If your opponent has face down cards in his or her bind zone or in the same column as this card, so it works with lock or bind. Cost, put this card into soul, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 10,000 power to the end of turn. This cat is a grade 1. I do see this card working in Chaos Breaker and Premium. Since they don't have Zinc anymore, they need Soul, and I think this card would be a really good addition to it. Although I don't know a lot about Chaos Breaker and Premium, so I just know Zinc hurt them. Opener of Dark Gate's pretty good. Singularity Shooter's really good. Overall, I think it's a good generic set of support. For Dark Irregulars, Rhodia is really good. It'll be really nice to have a triple rare foil of her. Dimension Creeper, I like Dimension Creeper. Dorian's odd. Delete as well. Just saying. Oh yeah, that's right. It does. Does it support delete? If your opponent has a face down card in his or her bind zone or in the same oh, okay, so it does work with delete as well. All right. A face down on the column, so you'd have to call this to the back row center, but that's not hard to do. All right, that's pretty cool. I like it even more. Dark Irregulars is good. It's a good reprint. And then Deer Chronicle. I'm very happy about Deer Chronicle. Like, considering it's bind support, but not quite. It isn't Mystery Flare Turbo, but it does support the bind aspect of it. So that's cool. I like that. And then the other guy, whose name I don't remember, but I have him in my build. He's really good. And it works really well with that kind of strategy. And then finally, Grand Blue, Great Nature, and Neo Nectar. So Grand Blue is very generic. Like, I Navigator being a triple rare is going to be really nice. Storm Ride's really cool. Like, again, I think these are just generic cards, and they're going to be really good. Like, why not? Where the F is in Elma. Maybe in the next one. Or in 7 and 8 in 2023. Who knows? Are Anelmas really that expensive? Let's see. Meme Street Turbo featuring Steam Maidens possibly incoming. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a fun idea. All right, Anelma. Oh, Anelmas aren't too bad. I mean, they're only $4. Yeah, $3-4. That's not bad. I think they've dropped in price. Let's see. People have been buying them consistently at $3 to $4, so not bad. I just want to play Stampioni and feel pretty. Is that wrong? No, it's not wrong. And Elma isn't pricey, thankfully. It may have been a while ago, but it's good now. Great Nature. I really don't know much about Great Nature. I just know that one grade 3 is a rare, so it's odd to see that when it could have been, I don't know, anything else. 4 Noma equals 1 Night Rose. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh wait, well if they're it's $12 to $16, I guess, in total. So yeah, that sounds about right. And then Neonectar, we have Sylvia again, which is kind of odd, but because it's Musketeer, I think it made sense. And Sylvia is one of those cards that's like, it's just a token generator. It's just good. And generic. And it benefits because it's a Musketeer, so why not? Why not? Alright, so that is all the reveals. If you missed out earlier, the reason this is so late is because I was decorating for Halloween. This is from my upstairs window. It's a giant 12-foot inflatable T-Rex skeleton. So we set that up. It took a few minutes. It was fine though. I'll post more pictures of this guy on Twitter later today when I go outside. But I love him so much. And then we also talked about Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Because why not? This is I'm just taken back to the fact that this is a thing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. So we know that we have 12 reverse units so far. Probably around there, about 12. Half of them were in, or 12 of them were, wait. Yeah, half of them were in Volume 3 and 4. So that means we'll get the other half in 5 and 6. And I think along with it, the clans that didn't get a reverse unit will probably get some really good support. I don't know. You know, I don't know why we're so hyped about Halloween. I think we just see it as a competition, and as Americans, we're just very competitive. I guess I don't get it either. I'm just like, I don't want to decorate until, you know, maybe a week before, but my wife was like, hey, let's do this. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So it's probably going to be Rebirth for sure. I don't see them making the Great or the Predation Dragon, Draconic Overlord the Great. I don't see them remaking that. I do see them, however, remaking Vortex Dragonute. I do see that. Narukami would probably get Valiant Reverse, Valiant Saber, and maybe a couple other boss units too. Like, people want Brawlers, and I would love to see Brawlers come back to some degree, so for Narukami, I could say, okay, Valiant Saber, then Knuckle Buster, and Slash Buster. Or, you know, the grade 3 and the grade 2, the Legion pair. Let's see, Bermuda, I don't know about Bermuda. I mean, the fact that the one from last set got a new form called Rock, I feel like her having a reverse form would be really cool. And it's just like, hey, you want your reverse other cards? You know. Mega Colony, Great Nature. Great Nature would probably be Leopold, but I do see an Isabel reverse possibly happening. I think that would be really cool. Gold Paladins don't have a reverse. Like, people want it to be either Ezel or Garmor, and I think that would be really cool to see. At the same time, though, I would love for them to remake it, just make a brand new reverse unit and another grade 3 to go with it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'll be surprised to see what will happen with Gold in terms of getting a reverse. I mean, if it ends up being a reverse Ezel, I'll be hyped about it, But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, this could have been anything else. We can expand. Hold on. Possible Anger Blader reverse? Why not? I mean, Anger Blader hasn't really done much lately, so why not? Or, it'll probably just be another Ancient Dragon. Or it could be a reverse Military Dragon. Trantor, yeah, I had mentioned Trantor earlier for Aquaforce, and I think because we already have Maelstrom support, we already have Thavas Lambros, we have Valios and Tetradrive, we have other good generic grade 3s. What's left? Trantor is probably the only one to think of. So get your Trantor support now, just for premium. Just in case. If it doesn't happen, then you have them. If it does, you'll have them. And you'll be happy about it. Oh, Ripple! Oh! Ooh. Well, they could just do what they did last time. Oh, actually. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Nice. Oh man, that's tough because, I mean, you have the Ripple Ride Chain already, so that's kind of already begging to be supported. But then again, Trantor. Ooh, that's a tough spot. You know, whatever one is easier to have Pursuit Assault be printed with. I'll just leave it at that. I do hope Percival gets a reprint in 5 or 6. Percival definitely needs it. But what's one card that all the decks kind of have that could be reprinted again? You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing some starters be reprinted. I mean, that's a weak reprint for sure, but it would be nice to see some starters actually be foiled that aren't SP. Or the clan icon quit shields. I'd like to see that happen too. But there aren't too many cards that every clan shares. You know, we've got our grade 3 searchers, we have our draw PGs, we have the crit sentinels. As a Spites main, I'm glad about Emperor Reverse, but now I don't know what else they could do to bring into the next wave. Oh, here we go. We got 2 Spites people talking. All right, let's go. That's another Spites main. Yes, those guys. The Ogre duo. That makes sense. They could do that, or they could bring in new units. Kind of like what they did with Pale Moon for 1 and 2. With the bunny archetype. But it would have to be generic enough. I guess Zero can push the hype. That's true. I think that's it. Like, Bloody Oracle in 3 days. Let's go. Let's go. I'll be saving my levels for 3 months. Nice. You know, I'm not really good at saving up my stuff in Zero. I'm not. I'll grind for material and that's fine, but when it comes to saving gems, no, I don't. If there's a set I need, I'll just try to pull for whatever I can. Alright, I think that's kind of all. 10,000 gems for Zero. Ooh, nice. But I think that's all I have for today. I have been experimenting with streaming Zero lately. I might do that tomorrow. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for the follows. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you check out the links in the description below. If you like the content you see, consider supporting me on Patreon. That way I can use that money to, get stuff on Zero and, do the cool pack openings like other people. Or, commission good artists to do stuff for the page, for the account, for everything. But yeah, I think that'll do it. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, stay humble, and please wear your mask and don't get vaccinated. All right, you guys have a great day. Peace.